नमस्कार. सगळ्यांना जय महाराष्ट्र. Respected dignitaries on the dais and all the esteemed and honorable guests present here, I extend a heartfelt welcome to the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Sri Suryakanji, on this revolutionary and historic soil of Maharashtra. आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी, आप नाम की तरह स्वयं प्रकाशित और ऊर्जावान है. आप सामाजिक न्याय के प्रबल समर्थक हैं. आपका कार्य सूरज की तरह प्रकाशमान और आम आदमी को शक्ति प्रदान करने वाला है. सामाजिक न्यायाचे प्रणेते छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज, भारतरत्न डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर यांच्या या पवित्र भूमीमध्ये आपण आलेला आहात. तुमचं मी मनापासून स्वागत करतो और महाराष्ट्र के 13 करोड़ जनता की ओर से आपका मैं तहे दिल से अभिनंदन करता हूं और आपको ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं. आदरणीय श्रीमती आदरणीय सविता वशिष्ठ जी का भी मैं स्वागत करता हूं और उनके साथ मिसेस वराले जी है, मिसेस हमारी चांदुरकर जी है और हमारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के माननीय न्यायमूर्ति दीपांकर दत्ता जी, न्यायमूर्ति उज्जवल भुयान जी, न्यायमूर्ति प्रसन्न वराले जी और न्यायमूर्ति अतुल चांदुरकर जी का भी हृदय से मैं आभार व्यक्त करता हूं. आणि मुंबई आणि महाराष्ट्रातल्या सर्व न्यायमूर्तींचं देखील मनापासून मी आजच्या दिवशी स्वागत करतो. सगळ्यांना खूप खूप शुभेच्छा देतो. आणि आज दिवस, आज का दिन हमारे महाराष्ट्र के लिए, मुंबई के लिए बहुत ही ऐतिहासिक है. आप सभी के उपस्थिति से इस समारोह को एक गरिमा बढ़ गई है. मुंबई हाईकोर्ट के आदरणीय मुख्य न्यायमूर्ति चंद्रशेखर जी को इस ऐतिहासिक आयोजन के लिए मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं. उनका भी अभिनंदन करता हूं, उनके टीम का भी अभिनंदन करता हूं. हाल ही में आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी ने भारत के 53वें चीफ जस्टिस के रूप में शपथ ली थी. राष्ट्रपति भवन में उनका शपथ समारोह पूरे देशवासियों ने देखा है. आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी हरियाणा के सुपुत्र है. हरियाणा और महाराष्ट्र दोनों ही शूरवीरों की भूमि है, पराक्रम की भूमि है. अपनी मातृभूमि की रक्षा और परकीय आक्रमण को रोकने के लिए लाखों हमारे महाराष्ट्र के मराठों ने हरियाणा में पानीपत के रणांगण में अपना खून बहा है. ये इतिहास है और बचेंगे तो और भी लड़ेंगे, ऐसे सिंह गर्जना करने वाले दत्ताजी शिंदे जी ने पानीपत में अतुलनीय शौर्य भी दिखाया है. और इसलिए मैं कहता हूँ कि महाराष्ट्र और हरियाणा जो हमारी संस्कृति है, मेलजोल खाती है. इसी की वजह से आज महाराष्ट्र, हरियाणा और देश के कोने कोने से आए शूरवीर सैनिक सीमा पर डटकर खड़े हैं और दुश्मन का सामना कर रहे हैं. इसी कारण हम देश में सुरक्षित भी है और हमारा जीवन शांतिपूर्वक जी भी रहे, आराम से सो भी रहे हैं. और इसीलिए इसी कारण महाराष्ट्र और हरियाणा की मिट्टी में किसानों के पसीने और श्रम की सुगंध बसी है. जय जवान जय किसान का नारा देने वाली हमारी ये भूमि है. दोनों राज्यों ने देश को ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन दी है. इस बात का भी हमें अभिमान भी है, गर्व भी है. हरियाणा के हिसार जिले के एक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली में आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी का जन्म हुआ है. आज उन्होंने भारतीय न्याय व्यवस्था का सर्वोच्च शिखर प्राप्त किया है. आज कठोर परिश्रम, ईमानदारी और न्याय के प्रति अटूट निष्ठा के बल पर एक साधारण परिवार का व्यक्ति देश के सर्वोच्च न्यायपीठ तक पहुंच सकता है. ये आपकी उपलब्धियों से सिद्ध हो चुका है. आपने वो सिद्ध करके दिखाया है. आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी की जीवनी हम सभी के लिए एक प्रेरणादायी है, ऊर्जादायी है. इसलिए आज का ये समारोह केवल एक प्रोटोकॉल नहीं है, बल्कि आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी के जीवन संघर्ष और सफलता की इस मिसाल को सैल्यूट करने का यह सुनहरा अवसर हमारे महाराष्ट्रवासियों को मिला है। वंचितों और आम आदमी के अधिकारों की रक्षा करते हुए उन्हें सुरक्षा प्रदान करने वाले फैसले आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी की विशेष पहचान बन चुकी है। अपने निर्णयों से हमेशा संविधान की आत्मा की रक्षा की है, आम आदमी के अधिकारों का संरक्षण भी हुआ है। न्याय केवल शब्द नहीं, वास्तव में अनुभव करने योग्य बन गया है आप जैसे आदरणीय व्यक्तिमत्वों की वजह से। आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी ने कई सारे हिस्टोरिकल और लैंडमार्क जजमेंट दिए हैं। जम्मू कश्मीर से धारा 370 रद्द करने का केंद्र सरकार का निर्णय सही ठहराना, यह भी ऐतिहासिक फैसला आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी ने किया है। 1 रैंक 1 पेंशन योजना को कायम रखने का फैसला भी आपने किया है। वोटिंग लिस्ट से हटाए गए बिहार के 65 लाख मतदाताओं के नाम सार्वजनिक करने का आदेश हो या राजद्रोह का कानून हो, पेगासिस का मामला हो या बार एसोसिएशन में 1/3 सीट्स महिलाओं को आरक्षित करने का निर्देश हो, आपके हर एक फैसले ने जुडिशियरी पे लोगों का विश्वास बढ़ाया है। इंडियाज़ गॉट टैलेंटेड पॉडकास्ट का मामला इसका ताज़ा उदाहरण है। इसमें की गई आपत्तिजनक टिप्पणियों से पूरा देश शर्मसार हुआ था। जब यह मामला आपके समक्ष आया तो आपने अभिव्यक्ति की स्वतंत्रता के नाम पर मनमर्जी चलाने वालों के कान भी खींच दिए थे। आपने उस मामले में कहा था, मूलभूत अधिकार थाली में परोसकर नहीं मिलते, सबसे पहले नागरिक को अपने कर्तव्यों का पालन करना होता है, ये आपने कहा था। जब अधिकार मांगने वाली जनता कर्तव्य की जिम्मेदारी स्वीकार करती है, तभी सच्चे लोकतंत्र और न्याय की उन्नति होती है। सोशल मीडिया के इस दौर में आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी की वो टिप्पणी बहुत ही मायने रखती है। मानवाधिकार हो, जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हो, एजुकेशन, जेल रिफॉर्म जैसे महत्वपूर्ण मामलों में आपके दिए गए फैसले पूरे देश में चर्चित रहे हैं। इसका भी हमें बहुत ही अभिमान है। आपके द्वारा दिए गए फैसलों ने भारतीय लोकतंत्र को और अधिक मजबूत तथा न्यायपूर्ण बनाया है। विकास और पर्यावरण एक साथ नहीं चल सकते, ये प्रतिगामी विचारधारा है, परंतु पर्यावरण पूरक विकास की ओर चलना, यही आज की वास्तविकता है। आदरणीय मुख्य न्यायाधीश सूर्यकांत जी कई निर्णयों में यह प्रो एनवायरनमेंट और प्रो डेवलपमेंट विचार उन आपके निर्णय से रिफ्लेक्ट होते हैं। उसका उदाहरण है 4 धाम परियोजना। पर्यावरण से जुड़े सवालों को हल करके उन्होंने 4 धाम परियोजना का मार्ग प्रशस्त किया है। देश की सुरक्षा, प्रगति और पर्यावरण संरक्षण, ऐसी विकास की त्रिसूत्री आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी ने अपनाई है। ये हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है। हम भी महाराष्ट्र में पर्यावरण अनुकूल विकास पर ही जोर दे रहे हैं और पर्यावरण का पूरा ध्यान हम दे रहे हैं। हमारी कल चर्चा हुई तो कुछ उदाहरण के तौर पर हमारी चर्चा हुई तो जब विकास होता है लेकिन पर्यावरण को भी हमें सुरक्षित रखना है, ये भविष्य की जरूरत है। महाराष्ट्र सरकार सदैव न्यायपालिका की स्वतंत्रता का भी सम्मान करती है। हम अदालत के बुनियादी ढांचे और सुविधाओं को बेहतर बनाने के लिए पूरी तरह प्रतिबद्ध है। इस बारे में हमने कई महत्वपूर्ण कदम भी उठाए। 2022 से अब तक राज्य में 32 नए न्यायालय स्थापित किए गए। इनमें 14 अतिरिक्त सत्र न्यायालय शामिल है। लगभग 6 से 7 हजार करोड़ रुपए खर्च करके मुंबई में हाईकोर्ट का एक बहुत ही सुंदर भवन हो रहा है। अभी अजीत दादा ने कहा कि 160-150 साल का इतिहास मुंबई हाईकोर्ट को है, तो ये पुराने ऐतिहासिक हाईकोर्ट की नई इमारत भी उतनी शानदार और आइकॉनिक होगी। ये महाराष्ट्र शासन की जिम्मेदारी है और हम पूरी तरह पार करेंगे। और डिस्ट्रिक्ट और तालुका लेवल पर भी हम न्याय यंत्रणा को मजबूत कर रहे हैं, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बढ़ा रहे हैं। मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ, हमारे कैबिनेट में जब भी कोई कोर्ट का मामला आता है तो तुरंत 1 मिनट लगाए बिना हम उसको मंजूर कर देते हैं, क्योंकि ये लास्ट के जो हमारी जनता है, वो नागरिक है, उसको न्याय देने की व्यवस्था को बढ़ाना हमारा फर्ज है। और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बढ़ रहा है, नई टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल हो रहा है और मैं ये भी बताऊंगा कि 2008 में महाराष्ट्र का कन्विक्शन रेट 9% था, अब यह 45% से ज़्यादा हो गया है। हम यहाँ पर रुकने वाले नहीं हैं, हमारे सब टीम यहाँ पर है और चीफ जस्टिस भी हमारे महाराष्ट्र के हैं। हमारा प्रयास है कि आने वाले कुछ दिनों में इसे 60% से अधिक कर दिया जाए। इसे जो भी करना है, प्रावधान करना है, उसे राज्य सरकार जरूर करेगी। मैं आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी को अवगत कराना चाहता हूँ, बहुप्रतीक्षित कोल्हापुर सर्किट बेंच की स्थापना गत साल में हुई है, अगस्त महीने में। इस सर्किट बेंच के लिए वहाँ के स्थानिक लोगों ने 40 साल तक संघर्ष किया था। मैं सरकार और राज्य की जनता से आपको अपील करना चाहता हूँ, अनुरोध करना चाहता हूँ कि आपके कार्यकाल में ही कोल्हापुर सर्किट बेंच को पूर्ण बेंच का दर्जा मिले तो बहुत ही लोगों को फायदा हो जाए। लोकतंत्र का सबसे बड़ा स्तंभ न्यायपालिका है। जब वंचित व्यक्ति को कहीं रास्ता नहीं मिलता तो वह अदालत की ओर देखता है, और भारत रत्न डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर जी का एक सुप्रसिद्ध कोट है, हाउएवर गुड a constitution may be, if those who are implementing it are not good, it will prove to be bad. However bad a constitution may be, if those implementing it are good, it will prove to be good. ऐसा कहते हैं। और मैं अंत में, मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि जब तक इस देश में आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी जैसे न्यायप्रिय लोग मौजूद हैं, तब तक हमारे देश के संविधान और लोकतंत्र को कोई खतरा नहीं है। सर न्यायाधीश सूर्यकांत जी के रूप में न्याय व्यवस्था को विश्वसनीयता का एक नया चेहरा मिला है। भविष्य में भी आपके विभिन्न फैसलों से न्याय के नए बेंचमार्क स्थापित होंगे, इस बात पर हमें पूरा भरोसा है, विश्वास है। अंत में मैं आदरणीय हमारे चीफ जस्टिस सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के सूर्यकांत जी को उत्तम स्वास्थ्य और यशस्वी कार्यकाल की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र।
Thank you, Honorable Sir. May I now humbly invite and request Honorable Shri Justice Dipankar Datta, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to share his thoughts.
Honorable Suryakant Ji, Chief Justice of India, dignitaries on and off the dais, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to one and all. It is an absolute honor and a proud privilege for me to be invited once again to Bombay to participate in the Felicitation program of the Honorable Chief Justice of India. Justice Suryakant, has been a mentor, a guide, a guru for me. I had the good fortune of sharing the bench with His Lordship in the latter part of 2023. And I was not even 1 year old as a judge. And we are told in the Supreme Court that unless the senior judge asks you to write a judgment, you will not get that opportunity. But whenever, a matter where I felt I can write a judgment, the matter was reserved, I requested His Lordship, may I write it? He was so kind and generous. On all occasions, he has obliged me. And I have been successful in authoring judgments on behalf of full benches, means 3 judges' benches, presided over by His Lordship. So this has been the routine in the Supreme Court, that whenever I have been to Justice Suryakant, be it a request for expediting the appointment of the Chief Justice of the Calcutta High Court, which was held up for about 2-3 months, His Lordship said, I promise you it will happen, and it has happened. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, you have been keeping all my requests. Today, on behalf of the judges of the Bombay High Court, I will not make a request, it's an appeal to you. I give you a little background. It was in 2022 April, I was the Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court, attending the conference in Delhi of the CJI, the J1, J2, with the Chief Justices of all the High Courts. Now, we were called upon to voice before the August forum as to what can be done to enhance judicial reforms. So we were all talking about infrastructure, this, that, support staff. Now, my sisters and brothers from Aurangabad had conveyed to me a concern. And I thought it was a very reasonable concern, which I had put it across to the then Chief Justice of India, J1 and J2. And no positive decision was taken on that point. What is that point, sir? Sir, we also as Supreme Court judges, like the High Court judges, we are entitled to a fuel allowance. So there is a cap. We get 200 liters of petrol or diesel for 1 month. Our appeal was that instead of 200 liters per month, please make it 2,400 liters per year. The figures don't change. It only gives us a little bit of a leeway, that when during vacations, a 1 month vacation, a judge does not stay in the country or goes outside for 15 days, 21 days, the fuel is unused. And at the end of the month, we are not allowed to carry it forward. So here, Maharashtra is so vast. People have to travel from one place to another. I can tell you, sir, from Bombay to Nagpur, it's about 800 kilometers. So therefore, if some judge has to travel from Bombay to Nagpur by taking the Samruddhi Expressway, which is one of the best in the country now, the fuel gets exhausted. But during the vacation period when we are abroad or when we have been traveling around the country, this fuel gets wasted. So this has been a long-standing demand of the Bombay High Court before the Supreme Court of India. Now that the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India is before this gathering, I now feel that I am part of the Bombay High Court and make this request to you, appeal to you that this may be considered. Sir, Deputy Chief Minister Saab said about the new High Court building. Sir, he would remember he had taken over as Chief Minister. He was not even 2 months old as a Chief Minister. And I had to literally fight with him and his Deputy Chief Minister, now the Chief Minister, Mr. Fadnavis. Now, Maharashtra, sir, so far as Maharashtra is concerned, it has the best of facilities given to the judicial officers. I'm sure that now that the Kolhapur bench has come up, they would again be coming up with a grand structure. And as promised by, or as expected by Mr. Shinde, that during your Karyakal, you come and inaugurate the building. We would be looking forward to that. Anyway, I'll not take any more further time. I'm standing in between lunch and you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my lord. May I now invite and request Honorable Chief Justice Ravindra V. Ghuge to kindly read the citation, that is the Sanman Patra, in the honor of Honorable Chief Justice Suryakant, the Chief Justice of India.
Citation. Honorable Mr. Justice Suryakant, Chief Justice of India. It is a singular honor for the High Court of Judicature at Bombay to place on record its profound respect and regard for the most revered Honorable Mr. Justice Suryakant, the Chief Justice of India. His Lordship's life and career reflect enduring values of simplicity, resilience, and integrity. His formative years in the state of Haryana shaped a life marked by discipline, humility, and dedication to the constitutional ideals. As an advocate, His Lordship commenced practice at the District Court, Hisar, and went on to reach the pinnacle of the bar, being appointed Advocate General of the state of Haryana in 2000, the youngest to hold this important constitutional office. Since the date of adorning the seat as a judge of the Punjab and Haryana High Court, His Lordship has enriched constitutional jurisprudence through judgments that harmonize constitutional principles with humane sensitivity and remaining attentive to those unheard within the judicial dispensation system. As Executive Chairperson of the National Legal Services Authority, His Lordship revitalized the constitutional mandate of access to justice, ensuring that legal aid reaches marginalized sections of the society with dignity, compassion, and effectiveness. Upon assuming the leadership of the nation's judiciary as the Chief Justice of India, His Lordship has embarked on a path to carry this vision to even greater heights. His Lordship has consistently affirmed the partnership between the bench and bar and a shared duty to give a voice to the voiceless. In terms of administration, His Lordship demonstrates strong leadership, fostering harmony among the bench, the bar, as well as the court administration. Above all, his distinction lies in his profound human connection, viewing law not as mere authority, but as an instrument of justice. The High Court of Judicature at Bombay records its deep gratitude for His Lordship's exemplary service to the nation and wishes him continued strength and success in the discharge of his exalted constitutional duty. Presented by the Chief Justice and companion judges of the Bombay High Court.
Thank you, my lord. We are truly privileged. We are truly privileged to have amongst us Honorable Shri Justice Suryakant, the Chief Justice of India. My lord needs no introduction, a visionary, a scholar, and a beacon of judicial wisdom. It is a historic moment for all of us to witness the felicitation of Honorable Shri Justice Suryakant, the Chief Justice of India. May I now invite and request Honorable Mr. Justice Shri Chandrasekhar, the Chief Justice, High Court of Bombay, to present a shawl, Shrifar, Sanman Patra, and memento to Honorable Shri Justice Suryakant, the Chief Justice of India. May I now request respected Madam Varsha Ghuge to felicitate respected Madam Savita Vashisht. May I now request Honorable Shri Eknath Shinde, Deputy Chief Minister, and Honorable Shri Ajit Pawar, Deputy Chief Minister, State of Maharashtra, to felicitate Honorable Shri Justice Suryakant, the Chief Justice of India. May I now request Honorable Shri Justice Ravindra V. Ghuge to felicitate Honorable Shri Justice Dipankar Datta. Thank you, my lord. May I now request Honorable Shri Justice A. S. Gadkari to felicitate Honorable Shri Justice Prasanna B. Varale. Thank you, Lordships. May I now request Honorable Shri Justice G. S. Kulkarni to felicitate Honorable Shri Justice Atul S. Sandurkar. Thank you, Lordships. May I now request Shri A.T. Wankhede to felicitate Honorable Shri Eknath Shinde, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. May I now request Shri M.S. Azmi to felicitate Honorable Shri Ajit Pawar, the Deputy Chief Minister for Maharashtra. Thank you all. We are blessed with this opportunity to hear from Honorable Shri Justice Suryakant, the Chief Justice of India. May I humbly invite the Honorable the Chief Justice of India to address the august gathering.
Justice Dipankar Datta, my esteemed colleagues and Honorable Judge, Supreme Court of India, and after today's speech I can also say Guardian of the Mumbai High Court. My esteemed colleagues, Justice Prasanna B. Varale and Justice Atul S. Chandurkar, distinguished judges of the Supreme Court of India, Justice Sri Chandrasekhar, Honorable the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, Shri Eknath Shinde, Honorable the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Ajit Pawar ji, Honorable the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, distinguished judges from the Bombay High Court, Justice Shri Ram, Honorable former Chief Justice of the High Court, Honorable Ministers from the State of Maharashtra, Learned Advocate General Maharashtra, Learned Additional Solicitor General of India, distinguished senior advocates, very dear to me, the members of the Maharashtra Judicial Services, eminent jurists, most distinguished better halves of my own, my colleagues, and my brother and sister judges of the Bombay High Court, ladies and gentlemen, friends from media, I accept this felicitation with deep humility and gratitude. I say this at the very outset because experience tells me that honors of this nature are never merely personal. They are expressions of respect for the office one occupies and for the institution one serves. To be honored by the High Court of Judicature at Bombay, a court whose legacy has shaped the very constitutional consensus of this country, is therefore both a privilege and a responsibility. The Bombay High Court occupies a unique place in India's legal history. Long before independence, its courtrooms became arenas where idea of liberty, fairness, and restraint were argued with courage and sophistication. This court, over the 160 odd years of its existence, has given the nation some of the finest judges, some of its most formidable advocates, and some of its most enduring contributions to constitutional jurisprudence. Its traditions of intellectual rigor, professional civility, and institutional independence continue to set a benchmark for courts across the country and indeed, I may permit it to say, the entire globe. For anyone who has spent time within its precincts, the Bombay High Court is more than a building or a roster. It is a culture where advocacy is sharp but disciplined, where disagreement does not descend into disrespect, and where the dignity of the institution is preserved even in moments of contest or desperation. It is therefore particularly meaningful for me to stand here today in the company of eminent judges and some of the finest lawyers who are custodians of this grand tradition. Let me also say this candidly, friends, felicitation ceremonies are not, in my understanding, occasions for unqualified adulation. This adulation is conditioned with so many things. They are moments of pause, opportunities for reflection and dialogue between institutions that share a common constitutional perspective. They allow us to take stock of where we stand and to speak candidly about where we must go next as India approaches the centenary of its independence. I come to this court not as a visitor, but as someone whose own journey has been shaped by the bar and bench working together. Having spent nearly 2 decades practice at the bar, I remain acutely conscious that the administration of justice is never the work of judges alone. Courts function well when judges decide with clarity and advocates assist with preparation, candor, and restraint. Where this partnership is strong, justice gains credibility. Where it weakens, no amount of procedural reform can compensate. The Bombay High Court has historically exemplified this partnership. At the center of that legacy stands a bench that has consistently understood the gravity of its constitutional role. It is no coincidence that this court has given the nation more Chief Justices of India than any other High Court. That itself is a testament not merely to individual excellence, but to an institutional culture that prizes intellectual rigor, independence of mind, and disciplined restraint. This is how I appreciate when Sri Eknath Shinde also spoke about the great achievements of this High Court in the past. Across generations, judges of this court have shown that authority is strongest when exercised with moderation, that independence is preserved through self-discipline, and that public confidence is earned through consistency rather than display. Whether in moments of social change or constitutional uncertainty, the bench of this court has spoken with clarity and courage, allowing its judgment to command respect far beyond these historic walls which we had the privilege to visit today. This brings me to an issue I have spoken about often, and in fact I will continue to speak about with conviction, namely the need to strengthen dispute resolution beyond the courtroom. In a legal system burdened by volume and complexity, the future of justice depends not on how efficiently we adjudicate disputes, but also on how wisely we resolve them. You see, mediation, conciliation, and arbitration are not alternatives of convenience. They are instruments of mature justice. They preserve relationships, reduce cost and delay, and allow courts to focus their energies where authoritative adjudication is truly required. The success of these mechanisms, however, rests largely with a proactive bench. When judges are open to explore alternative dispute resolution with seriousness and in their quest for true and holistic justice, they indeed help transform ADR from a peripheral option into a credible mainstream process. Members of the bar too, in particular, play a decisive role in shaping this culture through true professionalism, mentorship, and example. For writing a successful story, the bench must remain responsive. Courts must create environments where mediation is encouraged, where settlement is facilitated without coercion, and where judicial authority is exercised with sensitivity to the human dimensions of conflict. In this shared endeavor, the Bombay High Court is well placed to continue leading by example. As we look ahead, the challenges before the justice delivery system are undeniable. Dockets are heavy, expectations are high, and technology is transforming how courts function and how citizens engage with law. These developments bring opportunity, but also lot of responsibilities. Technology must be used to simplify access, not to deepen divides. Speed must never come at the cost of fairness, and reform must always be guided by the constitutional values rather than administrative convenience. Through all the changes, one principle must remain constant, and that principle is of trust. Over the better part of the previous century, we have slowly but surely learnt that courts command authority not by force but by reason, and that they retain legitimacy not through visibility but through consistency. Let me also tell you that trust is built daily in how hearings are conducted, how lawyers are treated, how delays are explained, and how power is exercised. Ladies and gentlemen, trust is fragile, but once earned, it sustains institutions through periods of change. Before I conclude, allow me to express my sincere appreciation to Honorable the Chief Justice and his companion judges of the Bombay High Court for this gracious gesture, and to the distinguished members of the bar and judiciary whose warmth and professionalism have made this occasion so special. I especially thank Honorable the Deputy Chief Ministers and the entire state government of Maharashtra, also the judicial institutions, for recognizing the importance of an independent, effective justice delivery system in a constitutional democracy. My special thanks to Honorable the Deputy Chief Ministers for their commitment for the development and ensuring the requisite infrastructure in the state, including the new building of the High Court, and I am quite sure, as my brother Dipankar has spoken, they will also provide the adequate infrastructural facilities for the Kolhapur bench, besides giving due importance to the infrastructure in our session divisions at the district and taluka level. I am thankful that the budget allocation in the state of Maharashtra has been quite liberal, and the demands or requirements, in fact I would use the word, for the by the state judiciary is adequately met with without any delay and in a most respectful manner. Lastly, I wish to say, very gently reminding you all, that justice is sustained not by the bench alone, nor by the bar alone, but by the collective discipline with which we discharge our respective roles. I accept this honor in that spirit, not as a conclusion, but as a reminder of the shared duty that binds us together. If we continue to walk this path with mutual respect and constitutional fidelity, our institutions will remain worthy of trust reposed in them by the people of this country. Shri Shinde and Shri Pawar have pointed out the requirements with respect to the Kolhapur bench. I can assure you, from my side, I will examine the issue and we take up with the quarters concerned, and from the Supreme Court there shall be a consistent support to their cause. My distinguished brother, with whom I always enjoy my bench, and I keep on digging out the excuses to request him to sit with me, Justice Dipankar Datta has also pointed out seemingly an anomalous situation. This must be a difficulty being experienced not only my brother and sister judges of the Bombay High Court, but virtually on pan-India basis, particularly the states where geographical areas are large, the distances are huge, and those states even might not be blessed with so many circuit and local benches as compared to Maharashtra. But Maharashtra's geographical distances, as my brother Dipankar has pointed out, has really made me convinced that this demand, which is not even a demand, which is only a modulation, a clarification and a flexibility in terms of the facility which is already granted to my brother and sister judges. I think if it is to be resolved at my end, it will be done immediately, but if it is required to be done at the central government level, I will immediately take up the issue, and I am quite sure it will be resolved very soon. Once again, I am thankful to the Bombay High Court, to the state of Maharashtra, to all the functionaries and dignitaries who have invited me for this felicitation and given me this honor. I thank you to everyone. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, my lord, for your valuable insights and guidance. With this, we come towards the end of this momentous program. Gratitude is the noblest expression of the heart. On such an occasion of great magnitude, sometimes a simple thank you carries infinite meaning. On behalf of the entire Bombay High Court, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one present over here. Your dedication and efforts have been instrumental in making this program a success. Thank you. With the kind permission of the Honorable Days, I declare the program concluded. I respectfully request and invite all the Honorable Judges for a group photograph to be followed by lunch.